I'm upset. For the first time in unprofessional breakdown history, one of our GOATs, Rowdy Ronda Rousey, was going to headline a main event. But once the guys in suits realized we was going to make all of the money, they pulled her from the card. Well, that's fine. Because we here at Unprofessional Breakdown, brought to you by BetOnline, are still going to make some of the money. This time, using Isaac Newton's law of motion and a helmet to make sure we're safe. There's no time left to waste, so here we go. First fight. Takashi Sato versus Themba Garimbo. The science behind this fight is complicated, yet simple. On one hand, Themba Garimbo is African. On the other hand, Takashi sounds like Kakashi, which is pretty cool. So you're probably asking yourself, is it smarter for you to bet on the cool Uchiha or to bet on the African? Well, that's a stupid question because Kakashi's not an Uchiha. Bet on the African. Next fight. Natalia Silva versus Victoria Leonardo. Again, complicated yet simple. On one hand, I have no idea who these people are. On the other hand, we still have to make money. So for the first time in Unprofessional Breakdown history, we're going to tell you, take the $57,000 you're going to spend betting on this fight, double back and bet on the African again. Don't take any unnecessary risks. Next fight. American prototype of Raul Rojas Jr. just recently installed a puberty buff, adding extra strength and extra weight, so he's now moving up to lightweight. Chase Hooper versus Nick Fiore. Fun fact, Nick Fiore has a win over the GOAT, Jay Ellis. Look him up, you won't be disappointed. Matter of fact, I was so impressed, I decided to add a new rule to the Unprofessional Breakdown Handbook. Starting today, if you have a win over Jay Ellis, we're automatically betting against you. I'm going with Chase Hooper. Next fight. Ilir Latifi versus Rodrigo Nascimento. Rodrigo's nickname is Zay Kalbi Maya, which means Yogi Bear, while Ilya's nickname is the Sledgehammer, which is quite interesting because the visualization of Yogi Bear holding a sledgehammer is just the right kind of distraction that I need to keep you from noticing I don't know what I'm talking about. Next fight. Ian Heinisch. Welcome back, Ian, my crypto hustling friend. Ian Heinisch versus Gilbert Urbina. Now, I was going to YOLO my life savings on Ian Heinisch and watch it go to the moon. But then I remember the old saying that they say in Tennessee, maybe Texas, probably Tennessee, it says, rug pull me once, shame on me. Rug pull, you can't get rug pulled again, so I'm going with Gilbert Urbina. Next fight. Carolina Kowalik, you know what I mean, versus Vanessa Demopolis. Now, I don't know if you was paying attention a few seconds ago, but I almost had a stroke trying to execute that pronunciation, letting us know there's a way we're going to cheat the system. Right before this fight, we're going to load the boat on a no contest. Why? Because Bruce Buffer is probably not going to survive the fight introductions. But for some reason, if he does, we're going to quickly cancel that bet and load the boat on Carolina. Because although we can't pronounce it, that is still a foreign last name with 7 consonants in it, making sure this is an automatic lock for us one way or the other. We're going to make money. Next fight. A battle between two lightweight OGs. Diego Ferreira versus Michael Johnson. Michael Johnson is known for being very fast. So fast, he won 4 Olympic gold medals for the United States. While Diego, he can't even manage to win one, letting us know that he's not very fast and we should go with Michael Johnson. This betting thing is very, very easy if you guys know what you're looking for. So to help you with just that, we're going to be re-releasing the Unprofessional Breakdown Handbook Volume 16, this time at a discounted rate of $9.99. Next fight. Yo, there's a guy on this card called Machete, and he's from China. Machete versus Vyacheslav Borshachev. A Mexican guy named Machete from China versus a Russian guy with 7 consonants in his last name. This is going to be the greatest fight that we've ever seen in UFC history. So we're going to tell you, don't even worry about betting and just enjoy the show. Next fight. Andre Fialo versus Jaquin Buckley. Fun fact. Both of these guys are coming off back-to-back losses. Meaning somebody's O's got to. Meaning somebody doesn't want to get an O. Which tells us how we're going to make money. Check this out. Due to my extensive knowledge of mixed martial arts, I know for a fact one of these guys are going to win. Now, what I need you to do, place your bet on who that winner is going to be. Let me handle the rest. Next fight. Emily Ducati versus Mexico's Lupe Gomez. Fun fact. BetOnline is giving us our own personalized link to make bets. I'm going to put it in the description of the video. If you want to stay poor and don't want to make money, treat that link the same way I'm treating this fight. But if you want to shit on Jeff Bezos in a link clicking contest, then use it after this fight to place your bets. Next fight. Here we are at our co-main event. A battle between two gangsters that don't care about weight class, so they're deciding to meet at middleweight. Calvin Kattar versus Dominic Cruz. Who asked for this? If my math is correct, that's about 40 pounds for Calvin Kattar and 50 pounds for Dominic Cruz. You put that together, that's 90. Divide that by 2, that's 45, which was already Calvin Kattar's weight class. So what's the point? What a roundabout way to avoid being called a weight bully. But it's still weight bullying nonetheless, so I'm going with Dominic Cruz. Next fight. Here we are at our main event. MacKenzie Dern versus Angela Hill. Now, I've already given out this money-making opportunity last week, so go back to that video and watch it again. But if you was fast enough to already watch that video and already put in your bet, what you've done in the financial literacy world is called calling dibs, which means you got to bet first. And if you were smart enough to say no takebacks when you put that bet in, then you've secured that bet. Coincidentally, if somebody was to put in that bet the same time you put in that bet, then what you need to do is say jinx and validating their bet, making sure yours still goes through. This thing could get a little bit complicated sometimes, but that's science. It is like that sometimes. And that's it. UFC Fight Night. Dern versus Hill. Saturday, May 20 at the Apex in Las Vegas, United States. Good luck with your picks.